I have to cover you guys and then I'm gonna be like, oh. Hey brothers, it's me Leah, and today I'm here with Kyla, Sarah, and Aaron, and we're gonna be telling a story.
Okay, so the story time is about when we played Nicky Nicky Nine Doors.
No, it's called Ding Dong Ditch. That's what I'm titling it. So
Ding Dong Ditch, and nearly got killed.
yeah. So this video is gonna be about like our
POVs.
Yes, our point of views, all four of us. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a backstory before I start, or else none of this is gonna make sense. So it starts off because us four, when we get together, we always do something like extra. So sometime in October last year, us four got together and we decided we wanted to play Ding Dong Ditch. So if you don't know what that is, then educate yourself. So we decided we wanted to play Ding Dong Ditch, and we were out and we did a couple houses, and we had a couple like bad experiences already, and at that point we probably should have quit. But so we knocked on this one lady's door, and we ran away, and we hid behind a car like down the street, and then she chased after us in her car and told us that she was gonna tell our neighborhood Facebook page that there was teenagers going around and playing Ding Dong Ditch. Like, she's basically gonna rat us out or whatever. So at that point, we probably should have stopped. She was already like chasing us in her car and everything. And so this is where the story takes a turn. I started.
Tristan came over.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, so I have a friend named Tristan, and he's obviously not here with us, or he used to live in my subdivision, and we invited him to come out with us and play Ding Dong Ditch with us, and
we did a few more houses with him.
Yeah, we did a few more houses with Tristan, and then we went up to do like, so like these three had already like quit. Like, they didn't, like, me and Tristan were literally just gonna do the last house and we were all gonna go home, but they didn't come up with us to do the last house with me and Tristan. And so Tristan and I went, and he knocked on the door, and then he ran down the street, and then I ran, and I didn't have enough time to like run, like, because he's really fast. I didn't have enough time to run where he was going, so I just hid behind the car at the end of this person's driveway. And then so they had come out, and then they went back in, like they shut the door, opened and shut the door, so it like sounded like they went back in, but they actually didn't. And then I came up from behind the car, and then me and Tristan started walking together to go meet up with these three who were sitting on like a bench nearby. And then all of a sudden we started hearing like yelling coming from behind us. So me and Tristan turned around, and there's people like running at us, like chasing us. Like, and we're just like, we gotta run. And so we started like booking it, and we were like running like for our lives. Like, we thought that they were like gonna kill us, because they were like 40-year-old men and like this one girl. There was like 5 of them.
The ladies came after. Like, they came running down. It was like
the men that were like chasing us.
Yeah. Like big, like bloke,
big,
men.
Italians, like big, like
40-year-old men.
Yeah.
And then we had to like, so we were like running for our lives basically. And then we ran past them, and I was like yelling at them. I was like, you guys gotta run! So we're all like running like as fast as we can, because we're like on like, I'm not gonna show you guys my neighborhood, but like we're running downhill to get to my house.
Like a big hill.
Yeah, and so I'm running like as fast as I can, and I'm almost falling. Like, that's how fast I'm running. Like, my feet were faster than the rest of my body. So I'm almost like tripping and like falling. And so we get to my house, and then like we all get inside, and then I lock the door, because they were like this close behind us, to the point where like once we got inside and I locked the door, they were like shaking the door handle. Like, it was like a 2-second difference. Like, we had to get inside, like all of us, so fast, or else they would have like got us. So once we were all inside, me, Sarah, Aaron, and Tristan, we locked the door, and then we had realized that Kyla wasn't there.
So basically, I had seen these people like running at them, and I think I started to walk back, because I left you two on the bench, I think, and I had started to walk back, and I had like this dark clothes on and stuff, and I heard the yelling, and I heard like Tristan and Leah ran past me, and then Sarah and Aaron ran past me, and then all of a sudden this massive like big man yelling at these guys ran past me, and I was like,
yo, what's going on? What's going on here?
and he ran right past me and ignored me, so I was like, oh my god. Well, I saw them all get into the house and shut the door, and I actually saw Tristan run around the house. Yeah. And I guess you let him back in or something because you didn't want him to get like...
He didn't think he could come in, and I was like, get inside the house, like what are you doing? They're gonna kill you.
Yeah, so basically I didn't make it into the house because I was like, no one saw me, and I wasn't gonna start running because then they'd probably like attack me at the door or something. So I stayed outside and I watched everything unfold. So I watched them all get in the house so that I knew they were safe, and then
well, and then from like me and Aaryn basically saw all the same stuff. We were together the whole time. We were up at the top of the hill sitting on a bench, and we were waiting for Kyla had just started walking down the hill, and Leah and Tristan were, Leah was ducked behind a car and Tristan was on the other side of the road, and they start coming out and like yelling like profanity at us, like if you're not guilty, why are you running, and like screaming and swearing at us, saying that Leah robbed their truck because she was ducked behind it.
Yeah, they thought I robbed their car. That's...
Well, meanwhile, we were all wearing black hoodies with the hoods up.
Yeah, true.
So that didn't help. And then me and Aaryn were booking it down the hill. We were side by side. She was a little ahead of me. And then I remember her turning around. She looked like she was about to cry. She just like yelled my name. And I was scared in the moment. Like, I was so scared. Aaryn turned around. She's like, Sarah!
You should have seen how fast they were running past me. Like, you were like turbo.
No, I was running so fast. Like, my knees were like touching the ground. Like, my knees were basically
Sarah, you were like,
touching the ground.
run!
So anyways, we got into the house and we were like scared, really scared. So me and Aaryn go downstairs to get our parents. Aaryn at that age used to like make up stories all the time and then be like, oh, just kidding. So then we go downstairs and we're like, there's these like men at the door. They like just chased us through the whole park, and your dad was like, oh yeah, right. So then we're like, no, we're not kidding, and he saw we were about to cry. So then
and they heard him at the door.
Oh yeah, okay. They're sisters and we're sisters. Just to clarify, if we're not like all friends, like we're sisters, they're sisters.
So like their dad and our mom were the ones that went upstairs because they were the ones that were gonna talk things out before getting like aggressive.
Yeah. Let me tell from my perspective.
I'm just gonna say my mom and their dad came upstairs. Like they came upstairs together to like talk things out, to like try to calm things down. But the neighbors, the ones that chased us down the hill, they were like screaming at their dad and my mom. Like they were just like, they would not stop like frantically yelling at them.
Okay,
Kyla's still outside. She did not make it inside. Like she's still outside.
Yeah.
She's like across the street or whatever, like watching this all happen.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like everything's all calm and like good and dandy. And then all of a sudden their dad, you see him plummet off the deck at this guy with his fist out. He nails him and they go flying off into the front yard, and then everything goes hectic. You see them like rolling around.
Yeah, we were sobbing.
Yeah, they were crying, and me and Tristan were like, kind of laughing but also crying at the same time.
Like then everything like breaks out. Like you see, like I'm hearing more like women come down and more men come down, and there must have been like 9 people here against 4. And my dad like jumps after their dad to try and like break things up, and then the women come and they hype things up like even more.
Hey guys, I'm editing this video right now, and I just want to say, when Kyla says the women, she doesn't mean my mom and their mom. She means the women that were like also the neighbors, like they were like the wives of the men that were chasing us.
And I'm standing like, I'm like diagonal from the house across the street, and the car was kind of in the way, but I saw their mom come rolling like out of nowhere. Like she rolled on the ground because I guess someone like threw her or something, and then she got up and nailed this lady right in the face, and she went like flying back into the car, and I was like, oh. And then at this point, like my mom, like I could hear her yelling as well, and she's like trying to break things up. And I kind of decided to walk into the house, walk near to the house because the fighting was over and it was kind of calm, and I saw my chance to get in.
And then, okay, so then Kyla comes in, and then she's like, it's funny now, we're all laughing now, but at the time we were all like really frazzled.
Terrified.
Like she was crying, Kyla was crying because of everything that she just saw. It's funny now.
Yeah.
But like at the time she was crying, and then so like I came up to her and I gave her a hug, and then I started crying, and then like Tristan was like laughing and crying at the same time. They were crying. It was just like a mess. And then
like I saw my dad come in and he had blood dripping down his forehead, and I was like, that set me off. I started bawling.
No, remember like the aftermath when they came in here? He's like, so.
Like, it's all covered. Like, his knee was popped and he was bleeding down his face.
Yeah.
And then, so the next thing we know, like, we all came upstairs, and we were, like, we had taken videos from earlier in the night. Like, when that lady came and chased us in her car, we were taking videos and, like, just, like, knocking on the door and, like, running away. We had videos, but then we had heard that the police were coming, so we came upstairs, and I deleted all the videos, and I wish I didn't, because I thought the police would, like, search my phone and get us in trouble for playing the game. We came upstairs and we were like looking out the window, and then the police showed up and we came downstairs and they asked us a bunch of questions, and then like me and Tristan were like really upset. Like we started crying because like we thought we were gonna get in trouble and everything by the police. Like
My mom.
Yeah, that police
With
officer
the police
came,
officer.
and then she's like, they're my kids, I can be here. And he's like, you can be present.
Ma'am, you can be present.
yeah, because like the police officer was trying to question like us four and Tristan, and so like their mom wanted to be there, and so their mom was like, these are my kids, like I want to be here, and then the police officer's like ma'am, you can be
Present.
And then after like the police left, I walked Tristan home, and then like you guys weren't there. They went up to like my room or whatever, but like I went to walk Tristan home, and then like as soon as we walked in the door, he was like he started crying, and then like we just explained the whole situation to his mom, and then she was cool about it, and then I came back home, and that was pretty much it.
Like, and everything just went back to normal after. Like,
Yeah,
the
we
parents
had
just...
Except for the garden down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The
the
garden
garden
got
was
absolutely destroyed.
But then the next day we just had a good laugh about it, and we still do. Okay, and then I just wanted to explain this a little more thoroughly. The reason that they thought that I was robbing their car is because I was wearing like a black hood with like my hood up. I was wearing sunglasses, I was wearing black pants, because like we're playing Nikki 9 Doors in the dark. Like if you're knocking on somebody's door and then like running away, like they can barely see you if you're wearing all black because it's already dark out.
And they also said to the police officers, which is a crock, that the door was open and
the
alarm
was
went
beeping.
off. But I said I stayed back, and if there was any sort of car alarm, I would have heard it, and I heard nothing.
Yeah.
I am gonna tell you guys right now that I did not rob that car. Like, we just wanted to play Nikki 9 Doors. We
Yeah.
were all over the neighborhood playing. Why would I rob somebody's car when we just wanted to play a game, you know?
Yeah, you were like, what, 14 at the time?
Yeah.
Fight or
We
whatever.
didn't, like, none of us, our whole group, including their parents and then the group that, like, tried to chase us, none of us were the ones that called the police. It was my next door neighbor. She was, like, walking her dog, and she saw us, like, we were, like, yelling, like, when we were, like, screaming as we were running, and she must have heard that and decided to call the police because she thought that we were being chased.
I
don't
busted my
even
ass
remember.
on this sidewalk and then got back up and kept running.
It was crazy. Aaryn, you were like,
I can't breathe.
like running down the hill, and I'm like, oh my god.
So that was, that's our story time. Pretty crazy thing. Probably the craziest thing that's happened to all four of us while we're together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, so if you guys want to like and subscribe, you can do that, and all my social media will be down in the description. So will theirs. I'll link them too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, see you next Friday.